Alright, hello. Right, we've been looking at this number plate here in Back to the Future. It's this whole scene because there's some music playing in the background of this scene that ties into this number plate, that ties into Donald Trump, that ties into the army parade that we've just had, the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. This is super interesting stuff to do with the timeline that we're in right now, and I would highly recommend just going and watching my two previous videos because this will make more sense to you as we go through this one. Okay, so this for Mary, if you go to the previous video of mine, I'll show you how this is an anagram for the US Army. Okay, it's a kind of anagram. Okay, so if you go and watch that video, you'll understand that this is a connection to the US Army. And the song that we just had playing, which is the Washington Post march that's playing on the van in the background, is also connected in with the same date. Okay, it's 136 years old actually today, so you can tie it in with yesterday's date as well. And it ties this scene here in Back to the Future as it's playing in with the Army Parade, as it's the first song they were playing in the Army Parade, the first tune they were playing. Okay, so these two things are tying back with one another. Well, it ties further than that because obviously 6/14, when the Army Parade took place on yesterday, is also Donald Trump's birthday. So what we want to do is if we just drop back a second on this, I'll show you the van. This is the van that's playing the march, the Washington Post march. Okay, it's to do with that newspaper, the Washington Post, and this is the van that is playing it on this speaker here, is what we assume anyway. Okay, so and they're talking about the re-election of Mayor Goldie Wilson. Now, if you've seen other people's decodes, like 88 Finished and Porous and We Seek We Find, and there's a few other people that cover this stuff as well. The connection with Goldie Wilson, or the connection with the mayors of Hill Valley, is this connection to Donald Trump through Biff. Okay, and the character that plays Biff, which is, if we look at the Wilson here, if we're looking at the Wilson, right, who has just been, and by the way, Donald Trump has just been re-elected. Okay, so the re-election of Donald Trump. Let's look at Wilson here. Okay, and let's go to this picture right here, because we've got this actor who's playing Biff, who is, especially in Back to the Future 2, is the the references to Donald Trump here. Okay, we've got Thomas Wilson playing the and notice the birthday as well. We've got a Titanic date here, April 15th. Unbelievable. Anyway, Wilson, we've got this Wilson connection, with Biff and Wilson and the Red Thomas, and his first name is Thomas, So if you've watched 88 Finished and Porous and We Seek We Find, you'll know that is, they've done videos on that before. I'm sure both of them have. I'm not remembering who did what first or whatever, but I'm sure I've seen both of them do videos on that. Anyway, definitely 88 Finished and Porous. Anyway, so that is interesting with the Titanic date there as well, with all the stuff with the Titanic. Anyway, so we have this connection. Donald Trump is Biff. Biff is Donald Trump. Okay, we have this thing going on, which is going to tie us back to this army parade, right? And we've also got this name here, Goldie Wilson. Okay, now let's just see where we're at with Donald Trump. Hang on, we've got Donald Trump up in here. Donald Trump is, well, Donald Trump again. There's our June 14th birthday, right, for the parade, and here is how old he is now on that day. 79 years old, which ties us directly back to the gold. Mayor Goldie Wilson, who has just been re-elected, okay, 7-9 gold. The van playing the same tune that they're playing at the start of the United States Army. Yeah, 250 years right here, 250 years old as of the 14th of June, Donald Trump's birthday. It's just absolutely flipping crazy. Thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.